Hey y'all, it's Stephen Van Kampen-Lewis, hopefully on the second final part of this shade house discussion. But the next parts that we're going to do are going to be sort of multifaceted. First, I need to get these strap thingies in the ground, so these will be corkscrewed into our crazy hard clay soil, and then that will act as and then I'll put something on the top, like a rope or a chain or something, and then tie it to these corners so that during the windstorms the whole thing won't blow away. It should all stay as one piece and in the ground. After that, we'll get some braces on to add sort of a weight bearing structure thingy over there in the corner. Then the cattle panel on the back corner, and then finally the shade cloth. So let's get started. So the next step is to get these braces up there in these corners, and I'm going to use sort of a similar technique where I bought some connectors, metal connectors that will stitch it all together, and this structure will be that much stronger. So the next step to this is to tie it all down. And I've got some aircraft cable from Home Depot. This is like a kit that comes with these things and this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these tie downs come from up here down to the orange things down there. So that cable will then, this thing's a mess, let's see. The cable will come around like this, and so that's how it will stay hooked on. And then these nuts come in and cinch it down and hold it all together. As you can imagine, there'll be four, one here, here, over there, and then over there. So I'm going to get those attached, and then after that is the shade cloth. Alright, so rather than subjecting everyone to another round of me doing stuff in fast motion, I'm just going to kind of cut to the good stuff and show you what I've done. So the first thing is, you know, I I kind of used a hammer actually to bang this piece onto here, and then took some pliers and kind of squished it back down again. Then I took this zip tie to hold it all in place while I take these and I cinch them down with this, and then a little bit with this afterwards. So this is the tie down, and then this will go up there. So what I'm going to do is get this next piece attached up top, and then I'll do it one more time in the corner. Unfortunately, I only bought 4 of these for some reason, which is enough for 2 corners. But still, that should get me enough to be able to put the shade cloth up. So, and then I can finish the other 2 of these probably tomorrow. Regardless, I can show you what I'm doing, and then I can finish the video finally and move the plants in maybe tomorrow, since the sun is not going down but getting close. All right, so I got this in as I showed earlier, and it goes up, and I ended up looping it a couple times, around here, and then I don't need that circle thing on the back side because these cinch it down and hold it tight. And so I'm going to do this 2 times. Well, I'm going to do this one more time today, and that will get me the sort of stability that I want, at least for the short term. And then tomorrow I'll probably go back to Home Depot and get more of these and finish off the other 2 corners. But I can still get the shade cloth up tonight. So I'm going to put one more of these up, and then I will show you the shade cloth afterwards. Whew. All right, I'm absolutely drenched with sweat. The sun is going down, and just after this, I will show you some cool video of the sunset. Actually, we have these. You can see this sort of gray haze above us. There's in Mexico every year they do agricultural burning. It's really bad for your lungs, but it makes for some great sunsets. So I'll show you that in a sec. But what's actually cool is that I got all 4 of these up. I said, forget it. I might as well just do it. I ran to Home Depot, got the tie downs for all of these. So those are all in. I got the shade cloth up. I'm going to redo it a little bit. So I did it with zip ties. It was supposed to be 10 feet wide, and I know the steel going across this is 10 feet wide. This is not quite 10 feet wide, so buying the cheapest thing on Amazon is not always the best way to go. But what I'll do is, you can see I have zip ties up there right now. I'll end up getting those bungees that most people use for shade cloth, and that'll help sort of stretch on both sides. I think what I did over here is I really cinched it down so that it doesn't stretch quite as much. But on the other side, for those of you who've been to greenhouses with shade cloth, you know that there's always a little bit of stretching. So I have one side with no stretching, the other side with too much stretching. I'm going to get those bungees and sort of even that out. Not right now. I'm absolutely exhausted. But you can see, you know, I'm 6 feet tall. I assume my hands go another 2 feet above me. This is just over 8 feet tall, so this has got great space. This is what my grow space is going to look like now in the shade. So the issues that I had last summer, where the sun was beating down and there wasn't enough distance between the plants and the shade, that's not going to happen now. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of an ant dance. I've found that there's a lot of fire ants under here, so I'm moving around constantly. But yeah, so my next, oh, here's one right now. You see him chomping on my finger? Little jerk. Anyway, I'm going to move the plants under here tomorrow, and the next video that I do will be from under the shade cloth with the plants, with all the space that they can have, and I get to see them every day rather than looking under a cover that's sort of draped across them. I think this new growing condition is much better, and I'm very excited. So anyway, I hope you have a great weekend. Here's a photo of the sunset and of a quick video from the top of the ladder.